Hello my jolly dearies and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be repainting Mini-Me for the new year. Mini-Me is in need of a repaint with cracked paint, marked lines and just paint peeling everywhere and I'm not in too good in condition. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. To start off, we're going to be taking off all of her clothing so we can see how bad the damage is. We've got peeling paint on the feet, and one of the arm joints is slightly broken. But that's okay, I've got a replacement forearm I can use. You can also see where the glasses have marked her face. But she's all stripped down with everything removed, so we can get started. When I was removing her head, her neck peg decided to break as well, which is mildly infuriating. But with her all taken apart, we can finally begin new me. We're going to be removing all of her face paint with acetone. I was hoping that it would also take off all of the colour beneath it, and it turns out that my paint had stained the original plastic an orangey colour, which looks a bit like a Torelei I think it is, and the paint from her body simply just peeled off. But then to put a good firm base to use later, I coated the towel with some gesso. On the face, I tried to keep it quite watery and quite thin, just that it would be much easier to use later. And I didn't want too much on the face that I could do a nice face up with pencils. But I then went around covering the rest of the body with gesso. I tried to get off as much of the paint as possible, but some of it just wouldn't come off, even with a bunch of sanding. After a couple layers of gesso, she was looking absolutely great. And with that, we can start on the face up. Pencils just weren't taking, so I did end up having to go in with my paints. I simply used acrylic paints to do the details. It was quite difficult because I'm not really used to ever using acrylic paints, but I did pick up some tiny bits of colour from pencils and such. And drawing with acrylic paint is so much more difficult and while some artists do it absolutely amazingly, I could never figure out how. I mean, absolute kudos to every single artist who uses acrylic paint for their full face-ups out there. It's amazing what you do, and I wish I could do it. But with that, her face up is done. It looks super cute, I think, and even though it's acrylic, I think it's one of the best face ups I've done. Time to gloss the eyes and lips using my Liquitex varnish. I love this stuff, it's just so shiny and it brings the entire thing to life. I did end up painting over the eyelashes because I couldn't seem to get them right using paint. I can do them with pencils, but just not with paint. But we can also add some updates to the shoes. They looked a bit boring, so I took some gold paint to detail the shoes on the buckles. I also decided that I'd take more of my high gloss varnish to add some different detailing to bits of the shoes. I painted it over the front chunk of the shoes to make it shiny, and over the back segment as well, just to kind of make them have a bit of a different texture rather than all being the matte black. I also painted it over her glasses in the hopes that it would seal the black paint in and stop it from leaking all over her face. But one thing I did notice when reattaching the hair is that due to the lack of ears, the ear holes stuck out. Luckily, I had a small bit of hair left over, which I could glue in over the gaps. And with that done, you can't even see where they were originally. And with the glasses on, it's looking more and more like me every single minute. Time to get her dressed. And with that, she's done. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I can't wait to see what the new year holds for us. I've still got to finish some of my doll series, but there are also collaborations and a bunch of fun projects I've got planned. I hope to always improve my art and bring you guys along with the journey for me. If you guys want, drop a like and consider subscribing. But without saying any more, I shall see you all in the next video. Bye!